up, Alvi? Hello. Well, yeah, we've been getting a lot of that lately. Unable to ship a functional game. I've actually been pretty lucky with Lost Soul Aside, to be honest. I haven't had too many issues.
4, 3.
I haven't had too many issues, but if they're like gonna make it better and polish it, it's like, how much do I like really want to play that right now? What's the problem with buying games at launch?
Wave incoming.
I'm definitely enjoying it though in small doses, but I do wish the campaign was more structured. It's got a lot of really bad platforming and forced walking sections and stuff. Kinda wish it was more like DMC5. It's pretty much just hallways of guys to fight. Peak level design, in my opinion at least.
Wave incoming.
What's up, man? Did you try the Wendigo Blue update? I tried it a little bit at work tonight. It's pretty cool. Victory!
Victory!
Oh, this game isn't published by Gearbox anymore. Gearbox is the one that screwed them over, which is why the game barely finished. Well, it's more Embracer Group than Gearbox.
4, 3, 2, 1.
People that made this got caught in
Don't
the
let the alarm gauge drop.
Embracer Group fiasco. They're apparently people that are very rich and have way more money than they should, are stupid and think that buying like 300 studios is going to generate billions of dollars overnight, which, you know, I'm not rich, I'm poor. I'm a low-class citizen. I live in poverty, but that's not something that I would do if I
Unstoppable.
suddenly came across a lot of wealth. But,
You're in trouble now.
yeah. That Embracer Group stuff was one of the worst things to happen to the game industry,
Defeat the enemy
next to
column.
Unreal Engine 5. Let's just buy every studio. Like, wait, why aren't you guys generating billions? What do you mean it takes, like, several years to make a good game that people actually want to play with all the competition? Now, you need to make a good game overnight. You need to make a GTA 6 quality game that generates billions overnight. You need to find a way to fit 10,000 man-hours per person in one weekend. And most of the studios that shut down because of Embracer Group, I don't think never really had any interest in the game. I mean, it still sucks that people lost their jobs, but personally, I didn't really play any of those games. But this game and Hellblock are made by the same people, and They got screwed over hard. This game does not deserve to have, like, 100 concurrent players. I think the only thing that could really, like, bring this game back would be to, get it on Switch 2 and Game Pass. I think that would move it at least a little bit. You never know how much. But they seem to be okay now because Hell Clock sold over 100,000 copies, they said. So, if Hell Clock had not been well received, I think they said that they would have gone bankrupt. Which really sucks. They're very talented. I like this game more than Hell Clock.
You're no match for my fists.
But Hell Clock's got a bunch of major updates coming, and this probably doesn't. So maybe Hell Clock will win.
Defeat the enemy caller. Enemy caller defeated. Right on.
Yeah, fucking Bracer Group. Definitely screwed over this game. This game I'm playing right now got hit hard by Embracer Group.
30 seconds left.
You guys need to we need these 800 studios to each generate as much profit as Silksong and GTA 6.
Nothing to see here.
And then that didn't happen in like 6 months like they wanted, so he shut everybody down.
10 seconds
A lot of
left.
people lost their jobs, and it really sucks because it's not their fault.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Turns out that people that have a lot of money, whether they're born into it or they just got it somehow, are not very smart. Very stupid, actually. The opposite of smart. I think anybody that has even a passing interest in video games would tell you that buying that many studios and expecting them to generate insane amounts of money overnight is the stupidest thing you could do with money. But, apparently not. Better off gambling it all on a lottery or something than buying that many studios. It's like everything was owned by Embracer Group for a short time.
2, 1.
Felt like
The enemies.
the food industry, like almost all the food we eat is owned by like a dozen companies. That's exactly what it felt like.
Right on. Defeat the enemies! Prepare for trouble!
This build is popping off. This is definitely the Power Flood character. Maybe I need to blackmail Power Flood into playing this. Quite literally just a boxer. Wasn't expecting this build to work, but it's working quite well, and it's pretty much blind. There's not exactly a lot of information for this game anyway. Kind of have to play this blind, to be honest. Yeah, get punched.
I'm unstoppable! Victory!
All the characters are fun. They're all fun when you
5,
put some effort into them.
3, 2,
The build variety in this game is pretty good. Especially for something that's, you know, it got finished, but just barely. They basically admitted that if Hell Clock had done bad, they would have gone bankrupt. But they did the right thing. They got to 1.0, and that's pretty commendable. You know from experience how hard it is to continue creating things when you get screwed over. So that's kind of why I want to support this game. I've even talked to the CEO myself. Talked to him a bunch. Definitely are a lot of indie games like not worth supporting, but this is definitely one of them.
right on!
Early access basically encourages rage quitting and abandoning a game.
Capture the
So
point!
it's pretty commendable that they did not do that, despite having every justifiable reason to do so. I want to support integrity like that. guess we'll go on Lost Soul side a bit, but I want to get at least a couple item levels on this first.
5,
Because I get a pretty big boost at
3,
580.
2, 1.
I'm 18 away.
Capture the point.
When you get to tier 4, the leveling up your gear score like slows down to a crawl. I guess it's because this used to be a service game. They pretty much already said that Season 2 of this is not happening because of all the things I already mentioned. But I hope that they will maybe do like a light rebalancing. It does really suck that there's no fatigue or anything in the game. There's no like stamina system, but it does kind of feel like
You're in trouble now.
you're progressing too slow for a premium game, especially with 6 characters. The game lets you gear up another character and all pretty quick, but how quick that is depends on how much the characters are sharing. Some characters are good with just generic legendaries, other ones need like one specifically for that character. So that's going to be a major grind, no matter how you slice it. You're going to be grinding hardcore. I do have like one or two other characters I can probably get to this level, but the materials is just the biggest bottleneck. I guess they wanted this to be like the end game, and they were probably planning to like lighten up on it later, but the game
Capture the point.
did not get the level of success to get another season, so feels like a remnant of live service design. It's not quite time-gated, but it kind of is. The only thing that gives you a bulk of materials is doing special missions, and those only come back every couple hours. They may not yield the reward that you want. So, it's a bit rough.
Make some space.
Probably streaming this more than anybody else right now. It's usually how things go around here. Let's play shit that nobody cares about. Cool stuff that the algorithm doesn't like it, but it's games that deserve visibility. I'm glad that I do that, but I wish the algorithm would hook me up with some views. I'm not constantly struggling financially, but hey. I'm glad I get to have a platform to show cool games that fall under the radar like this and Overrider especially. Some of the coolest small games I played that like people aren't really even aware exists. I think the next roguelike Rampage is going to be on Monday. Probably going to do maybe like Wendigo Blue and Overrider and Entropy Effect, because Dead Cells Prisoner comes out on Monday for Entropy Effect. It'd be fun to do like a little 1cc marathon.
Victory!
Oh, good. Four item levels. Let's try to get to like 570 maybe. Would be a good stopping point. Maxed out most of my stuff already. 6 item levels. The weapon is like the cheapest. Actually, all this is maxed out now, huh? Except for this. So another 8 from this. And then 10 from this. 15. Let's try to get to 570. That'd be nice, then I only need to get 10 tomorrow. But that's going to be quite difficult because the cores are like the hardest thing to get. At the next gear score threshold is 580.
2, 1. Defeat the enemy.
Get to 580 and you can pretty much do like most content in the game. Path of Exile too, because they have that martial arts build now that you can make. But
You're in trouble now.
some things about that game would really bother me. I'll probably try the free weekend, but I don't think that I will stream it. The game still looks like it has a lot of problems. At least they're listening. Seems like they fixed most things, but it's still not where it should be. I think this game is more polished than that game right now. Plus, I'd have to buy the stash tabs probably for the game to be even remotely enjoyable. I'm not going to be spending any money on games for probably another week. Well, what all is coming out next month? I haven't really looked. Felt like this month was very backloaded with like the Wendigo Blue update, this going 1.0, also the side GMV. I don't think there's really anything happening next month, is there? For stuff I'm interested in. I know there's Borderlands 4 in like 2 weeks. I don't really care about that. That's probably the next barely functional Unreal Engine 5 game. I don't envy anybody pre-ordering that. Some of those that melee character, the thief guy, looks pretty cool, but I'd be out of my mind to buy that at launch. It's gonna be another apology post. Their team is actively working towards resolving the performance issues.
Out of my way. Prepare for trouble. Defeat the enemies!
actually not bad. I don't know, that's not terribly useful. The ultimate charge is nice. Let's see, how much money do I have? I'm like almost maxed, huh? Maybe that's the way to go. To get a couple more item levels. Unfortunately, it's service game remnants. I think if they would have had more resources, they would have gotten rid of a lot of this stuff. Feel like you should get a lot more. It's weird because this game is like actually quite accessible for playing alts compared to other games, but it's really going to depend on how much the characters they want to use the same stuff in the end game. Before Tier 4, it's really easy, but when you get to Tier 4, the materials are just such a bottleneck, and that makes it harder to play other characters.
Escort the payload. Right on. Victory!
See if I've done enough grinding to get a bunch of those cores and get a couple more item levels, because that's like the easiest way right now. Relatively far into the end game, but yeah, I definitely think they should do a progression pass. This less grindy. That's like guaranteed one item level. Oh, there we go, 570. So, 2 more from here, 4 from here, and then 4 on this. Oh, I can get another one from here. 571, nice. I can go offload some money at the end of Time Shop and try to get a couple more levels. I got pretty much all this maxed out. This is like almost 100 right here. I could knock out some of these too. I think I'm gonna go offload some of my savings. Deplete the savings account. Kinda got like all the stuff I needed from the treasure maps. It's mostly gearing up the other characters. Actually, where does that like ninja cloak drop? Maybe I'll go for that. That'd be pretty good for Jimmy. Mystical Chest of Skulls. Yeah, that might be good for him. It's like infinite grenades, pretty much. That actually sounds pretty good. Hey, take a look at some of these shoes, some of the boots. Maybe there's like a better one that Pinky could use. That actually would be really good for her, but she can't equip it. Kind of feel like all the stuff that boosts allies is kind of not quite useless, but I don't think it's as good as they intended, just because there's not many people playing. That really sucks. But, there's nothing, you can't really plan around that, of course. Yeah, I'm thinking going for Dark Hero. Maybe I'll go for that. Take a break from the item level grind. Because Ace can equip that too. Let me see if I have a mystical key. How many shards do I have? I got a lot of shards. Another 3 item levels, or only 1. Only 1. Man, this grind is nuts. I guess I'll run some maps. Let me see, what's the best thing I can get with this Ascendant key that I have? That's probably the smartest thing to do at the moment. Go for this. I'll go for the Ascendant Omega chest. I'll go for that. That piece seems pretty good. These 8 levels are probably going to take, like, another entire session. It's going to take multiple hours. Unless the missions give me what I need.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. trouble now.
Hey, ask and you shall receive. That was easy. That took no time at all. That was an instant clear. Let me go ahead and favorite these. Oh, it's 2 stars as well. 2-star focus. Oh, this one, focus. Good. How much shards do I have? Go for something mystical next. Alright. Let's see if there's another elite. Hop out of here. See what the next mystical drop I can get. That's ideal, and I think it's time for Lost Solicide. I'm kind of not quite time-gated, but it's most efficient to just wait for the special missions to respawn. So might as well play LSA while waiting for that. Oh, there's a cool 600. Nice. Should be one more elite.
Make some space. Right on.
There we go. One more over here. Bail. Alright, so I got a maxed out Mystic Key, so let's see what's the best thing I can go for from there. That'd be a good weapon. Let's see here. Movement speed is nice, but I would prefer something more damaging. A Mystical Chest of Skulls, yeah, the Dark Hero. Yeah, I guess we'll go for that next. Let me see if I have one of those, though. Oh, I don't. Alright, let's get a Legendary 2 map. Try to get a Swarm Mines map and try to get Dark Hero. I think it's like the highest tier though, so 20%.
Five, four, three, two, one. You're in trouble now.
Where is the elite? Should be one more elite.
Prepare for trouble. I think I'm probably just gonna give up on this for tonight. It needs to drop the map in the first place, and it's not wanting to do that. Let me see. Do I have another key? I could just go for something else, I guess. +4. Well, that's not worth it either. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go on Lost Soul side. Unless the missions respawned. No, they did not. None of this is useful to me at the moment. Yeah, I definitely think they should, like, triple the rewards from the Awakening or whatever it's called. This challenge mode. Those rewards should be, like, tripled. Because there's just not enough players to really warrant having it be this grindy. Especially because there's pretty much guaranteed there's not going to be any more content for this game. So that's, like, the main thing I don't like about this game is the grind. The grind when you get to Tier 4 is too long. You can't even really stockpile materials because it gives you so few. Like, this only gives you 2 of those materials. It'd be 2 of any of those tiers. 2 of those types. It's just not enough. I'm actually gonna write something in their Discord, like, right now. I think that they desperately need to change this. Yeah, I'm done on this for now. Let's play LSA. I'm gonna go ahead and type that post really quick. I guess it's just what happens when something is intended to be a service game, so, you know, it's supposed to get, like, updates and more vertical progression and stuff, but then, like, all the Embracer Group stuff happened, and, they obviously can't do that now, so I feel they should greatly improve it. Hey, what's up, Mawagre? I'm just typing something, and I'm gonna go on Lost Solicide. Are you enjoying the game? Hope you're enjoying the game. I haven't been on it much because I'm kind of waiting for them to fix it, to be honest. But I'm still enjoying it. It's a solid game. Just needs some more polish. it's good that you're enjoying it. Yeah, it's nowhere near as bad as people are saying it is, but the state they released it in isn't the best either. But yeah, it's not Kusage. Well, Ninja Gaiden 4 is like 2 months away now, so there's that.
今どこ？
But the problem with that game is, you gotta pay $90. Pay $90 for Ryu to have more than one weapon. Stuttering is driving me nuts, man. I like can't stream this game for some reason. It stutters. Stop stuttering. Can I just like not stream this game? Stop stuttering. It's not even taxing my computer. That's what I don't understand. Stutters and drops frames like crazy. Probably would have finished this game by now if it wasn't like this. Piss poor performance. Is the frame generation going to help? It's probably going to make it even laggier. It's like it was fine earlier. I don't understand what the heck the problem is. Just stay at 120. Don't drop for anything. That's why I'm like not wanting to play this right now, and I know this is what everybody wants to see, but it just runs so poorly. It's like you just go into like one area and it runs like really bad for some reason. I don't understand why. I need to hurry the fuck up with this patch, because it's like just not playable. How do you delay the game for 4 months and it still releases in this state? What's the 4 months for? It's like you just go into an area and it like just drops like 30 frames for some reason. Like, what the heck is it doing that makes it lag that much? I legit don't understand. The platforming in this game is also really bad. I wish this was just DMC5 level design. I really should have taken some more inspiration from that game. Like, no, barely any platforming. You could skip every cutscene, and like no gimmicks. I really hope this game has like a bloody palace or something, because I'm not really a fan of this campaign at all. It's fun when it lets you fight, but I don't know. I'm really happy with this platforming. I'm like, it's not good platforming. It's not as bad as Astral Chain. That was way worse than this. Astral Chain platforming was horrible. Felt like they had a lot of contempt for the people that spent full price on that game. Like, the worst platforming. I want this game to succeed, but they definitely did not release it in the best state. I do not think anybody can deny that. This was not released in the best state. It's just gonna take some patience. It's also kind of whack how they start you with the Great Sword, and the Great Sword feels the worst so far.
この先から記録しちゃおう。物語を記録する。本当にすごい冒険だったね。
Yep, there's been a lot of roll slop lately. Although that character action game mod for Elden Ring Night Rain looks pretty cool. Not enough for me to buy it, but...
のエネルギーを吸い尽くす。もう気をつけろ。分かった。
火に群がる蛾のようだ。
やつ異次元のエネルギーを呼んでいる。ここまでだ。しっかりしろ。お、
これでどうだ。
手本を見せてやる。賢くいくぞ。またこれか。
楽勝だ。もう慣れた。危なかった。全力でいこう。
Dude, how many times are you gonna do this? Right, I get it. You want me to use the greatsword. I don't like the greatsword. Slow and clunky, like every other slow weapon. Disappointed with the greatsword. Ah, come on, man, no gimmicks. Hate when you have like a super mode in a game and the boss just decides to go into gimmick mode.
スライディングで避けるんだな。見てろ。
大丈夫か。
なんともない。
Damn! That was raw, man. Yo, he did a rider kick. Maybe the impact of that rider kick wasn't great, but we appreciate rider kicks in games. They are a necessity. Give me something besides the greatsword, please. Really don't like using that weapon. Watch all their yapping.
あれユウおじさんの船じゃない？
I don't have a cutscene skip button in a
今夜は旗の下
2025 game. Watch our art. No, I don't want to.
大丈夫。私に任せて。
小遣いだけじゃ絶対足りないだろう。
そうだけど、こう見えて顔は広いの。
ねえケイさ、次の異次元のありかについて話したいんだけど、下にいるから準備できたら来て。
Alright, how much talking do I have to sit through before I get to play again? I don't want to go back to this city, it runs bad. That's good, don't give me a cutscene so I can skip through it quicker.
わかった。目立たないように
City
し
is
ない
the laggiest part of this game, I don't want to be back here.
まずクラウディオンのいる港の本屋に
Don't need a city. He doesn't need to sleep or eat or poop. He just needs to spawn in combat rooms. Would be a great improvement. The city is so damn laggy. For like no reason.
そうするのだ。しっかりしろ。
この調子で先へ進もう。
グリマーが大活躍。ケイさん。
まあまあよかった。
待って。
こんな
お。グリマーが大活躍。
Where does it want me to go? Oh. I was hoping I never came back here. Just straight levels. Straight levels, no filler. It really spoiled us with DMC5 campaign design. Seems like nobody's gonna make a game like that again. I'm hoping Ninja Gaiden 4 will be like that. Just no bullshit. Really good cutscenes you actually want to watch, but they are skippable and like no puzzles or platforming barely or anything. Just straight gameplay. I feel like this campaign design is really gonna kill this game's replay value. All the forced walking and stuff.
見つかったの？さあ見せ。
何か
あった。
スカ
見て。
Don't know if the game will do well enough to get post-launch content, but like a mode with all this shit removed would be awesome.
忘れてくれ。
Just straight gameplay.
調子はどうケイさん？
I'm hoping Ninja Gaiden 4 will deliver with the campaign and be like DMC5, because that was like easily the most
妙な
replayable
真似をしてみろ。
character action game campaign by a massive margin, because they got rid of stuff like this.
リアナなど
私が
山を
孤立する。
けど
Busy work, padding.
記録しちゃおう。細かいことも教えてね。 ごい冒険だったね。最高級のアイテムがあるよ。
おかえり。どうやら
こんなこともしまセレン
旅の準備はで気をつけて。
Hopefully, since Ninja Gaiden 4 is made by Platinum, it does not have mini games and auto scrollers. I got my fingers crossed. I mean, hey, Kamiya's not there anymore. He was the one that really pushed for shit like that. Hopefully, the people that are still working there realize how much we hate stuff like that. It will just be like a compact, no bullshit campaign. That will be fun to play through more than once. Being able to skip the cutscenes on the second playthrough of this will make it flow a lot better, but there definitely is a lot of useless fluff and padding in this game's campaign. It's all really weird stuff too, like the platforming. I don't think the people that played this game have actually played a good 3D platformer, because the platforming in this game is worse than, like, you know, Mario 64. It's just like a 30-year-old game. The fact that there's such an emphasis on it is really weird. The platforming is very floaty.
生死はと言いますか。栄光を乱し陛下に危害を加えようとしたやから処刑が妥当かと。気候がそれほど激高するとは。
Come on, how much more talking? There's a cutscene skip patch.
魔物どもが到来し、混沌の源を根絶してもらいたい。帝国の脅威は確実に排除せねばならぬ。仰せのままに陛下。
Come on, get to the point. Let me play again, please. I don't want this chick to go with him because she's just gonna cause more talking. Just let me play, please. We're really proud of our cutscenes. We're going to force you to watch them. Alright, good. No more talking, please.
スカイクレス
ここに
昔のそう今でも
バックつまり
Oh, is this the demo area? I didn't play the demo. I already pre-ordered the game. I know I'm part of the problem, but I pre-ordered the deluxe edition of this like a week before it came out. So the demo was a little bit too late for me. It wasn't any benefit. Hoping I get a new weapon soon, because I really don't like this greatsword. Weird to give you a slow weapon at the beginning when, like, most people don't like using slow weapons in these games.
わかるのか
もちろんだ。我らのつながりは深まっている。
それでめまいがするのか
お、これは興味深い。
鬱陶しいな
お、なら買いくれよ。うまみの尺の時だ。ではこちらの番だ。 この瞬間に
きついな。心も
This is Lost Soul Aside,
主がまだ弱すぎるからだ。
the first of 2 character action games coming out this year.
少しだるい。
ニーフルサグには全ての破片を見つ
It's
け
a little bit rough around the edges and definitely needs some patches, but it's a good game. I do think the price that they're charging for this is part of the reason why people are so harsh on it. You can get, you know, DMC5 is constantly on sale for like 20 bucks, so the fact that this is triple the price is kind of insanity on their part.
昔は栄えていたのに
I feel like $40 would have made a
かつては
lot of the launch issues this is having be a little bit more forgivable, but it is
閉じ込められて
it is very much AAA priced, and it's definitely not AAA polish. But I play my fair share of jank. I play stuff that's not super popular. I don't really mind it that much. It's mostly being able to unskip the cutscenes is what bothers me the most.
我が力を示してやる。今この瞬間に 策の時だ。 ここまでだ。ケイさん、前方から大きなエネルギーを感じる。雑魚はさっさと片付けて任務に戻ろう。
手を貸せよ、アリーナ。
If the platforming was like that, I would welcome more platforming in this game, but it's not.
実にひどい状
He,
況だな。
he's floaty when he jumps in gameplay. In the cutscenes, why doesn't he control like that when you're playing? That would be legit fun platforming.
なんとも間が悪い。
You're gonna get out of gameplay real soon, man. You gotta nerf your jump. You can't just be that responsive when you jump when the player has control. You can't have that. As soon as I get control, he's gonna jump so floaty again.
あいつ様子がおかしい。
どうやらアラモンが操っているようだな。
Classic disproportionate strength from cutscene to gameplay. Cool, we got a humanoid boss fight. Wonder how many attempts it's gonna take.
本当にボイドラックスと組んでいるのか。無駄口はいい。かかってこい。大中道だ。 気をつけろ。見事な腕だ。賢くいくぞ。 うまくいってる。
策の時だ。
こ これでどうだ。ビクター、汚れた口で私の名を呼ぶな。
奴を正気でないとはいえまっすぐうんざりするじゃあこそさあ我が金なんだと
Yeah, why do they give you the most boring weapon at the beginning?
始末してやる
I saw your combo video on Reddit. I'm like, I want those weapons, not this slow-ass greatsword.
これはどうだ
本気を出すか。
賢くいくぞ見事な腕着の時だ
地獄に落ちろ、害虫め。かかってこい。うまくいってる。
見事な腕だ今この瞬間に我が偉大なるカメラを見よではこちらの番だこの力に勝つ
Oh shit! That was pretty cool.
どうなってる。モンスターとその力を利用
Yeah,
する。
alright, stop talking, you got your ass beat.
次に会う時が楽しみだ。
Yeah, leave and don't talk. Let's keep the pacings fast. No yapping. Let me check out some of these powers here. Maybe one of them is more interesting.
「少しは道理ってものを奴に叩き込めたな」
情けない。逃げられた。
汚染はまだ軽いだが進行していきそうだ次に会う時は気をつけた方がいい
ゲシアとリアナ、 聖騎士団が来てるなら2人が危ない。
大丈夫だ。あの者たちなら聖騎士団に見つかることはないだろう。
とはいえ
回復してきているようだな、ケイサー。
さっきの戦いで血が巡ってるんだ。そろそろ休憩か。
ケイさんこっち頑張ってるね。記録しちゃおう。
How much farther are you than I am? I desperately want a weapon that's not that slow-ass greatsword. How much longer do I have to wait? You really start this game in, like, not the best way, giving you the slow power weapon. And the game is, like, advertised being, like, fast-paced. They give you a Monster Hunter weapon. Oh, hopefully I can get there quick. Should give me fists instead. Maybe fists or tonfas or something fast. Instead of a slow Monster Hunter weapon. It's no fun to use at all.
ケイサー気をつけろ。
今な。
なぜここまで出張に帝国に追われることになったのだ。
帝国の圧政に抗うと呼びかけた。
それだけ？それだけのために追われているのか。
Man, hours? That sucks, man.
ビクターが言いがかり
It
だ。
really makes me wish I could skip cutscenes at least. Get there quicker.
がっかりさせるのだ。
ここはリフテッドエネルギー。
ボイドラックスの真空バリアが帝国の攻撃を防いだ。戦いに集中しろ。
Let's make a fast-paced character action game and give you a slow weapon. Just don't do that, like, ever. Still not fun to be forced to use a slow weapon, though. No, I'm sure if that's true, that's why this game has all the same problems with the campaign that all their AAA single-player games have, with all the slow walking and talking and like puzzles that are easy. They're completely brain dead, but you know, they're just there to pad out the game. You know, you can't skip the cutscenes and stuff. I feel like they were told to do that. The people that made this game very clearly have played character action games, and they took a lot of inspiration from them, but the game is like weirdly missing some things that you expect, and I do feel that you are probably right. It's like, what justification is there to have like the slow walking and talking and like the toddler level puzzles that don't really serve a purpose other than slow the game down? Well, here we go, slow walking, my favorite. At least that wasn't too long. Come on, man, how many more cutscenes? Yeah, the English voice acting is terrible. I always give English voice acting a chance because it's gotten so much better in the past, like, 15-20 years. But, yeah, this is one of those games you immediately boot it up and you put it on Japanese. They spent, like, no money on the English dub for this. They just got whoever they could find. Budget for the English dub was like some expired cat food and some spare change. I imagine most people that like play these games would probably just default to Japanese anyway, so that's probably why they know that mostly weebs play these games. They don't even give English a chance. They default to Japanese whenever they can. So like, yeah, we're just gonna cheap out on the English localization and get a bunch of randos to do it. Kind of reminds me of the Tales of Vesperia remaster, where instead of even attempting to contact Troy Baker to record the new voice lines for the PS3 version content, they just got somebody else. So you have cutscenes where two people are voicing the same character. That really pained me, man. I love that dub so much.
That's one of like the highest quality English dubs.
こいつに引き寄せられた。うまくいってる。
He basically came out and said that he would have done it too. He would have done it. He actually really likes that character. But they didn't even try. Like he's doing Last of Us now. He's not gonna wanna play redub our Weeb game. Couldn't have been more wrong. I mean, you already know the answer to that question. You know how badly this runs on deck. What? This game is so poorly optimized, the first cutscene crashes. You have to run the game in DX11. I would not even bother playing this on deck. Dude, I can't tell when I'm getting hit in this game. This boss fight is trash and like barely does any melee attacks. Don't make me watch the fucking cutscene again. They give you like no bosses that stagger. Give me this garbage greatsword that sucks to use. Character action games shouldn't have slow weapons. Always no fun to use. So dumb, man. He just would not get stunned. I wish this game was shorter. Like 6 hours maximum. Like no padding. Maybe I had to buy something for this damn sword. I was trying to hold out until I could get like something faster, but seems like they're gonna make me use this shit forever. I don't want to use a slow weapon. I always like ignore weapons like this. I never use them. It's just no fun. I play these games to like be fast and responsive. I don't want to be a big tank.
None of this makes it any faster. It's still slow. Two coolest weapons they make you wait for, instead of just giving you them quicker. This should be the last one. I would just never use it. How are you supposed to, like, charge up in this game? I legit don't understand. The enemies actually, like, attack. Everybody complains that they don't attack in these kinds of games. When, like, they attack, then, like, why do they have this slow-ass, clunky Monster Hunter weapon? I don't want to stand there and charge. I want to be fast and responsive. Shove this weapon down your throat, force you to use it. Why can't I get those claws I just used? Why is that not an actual weapon? Cock-a-block you in the trailer showing fast weapons. Like, nope. You gotta grind for hours. Auto-scroller attack, great. Oh, come on, no more auto-scroller. It's never fun when bosses turn invincible and make you wait. I feel like we should stop making bosses like this. It's just waiting. It's like one more combo and he's dead. But gotta do auto-scroller.
今朝
Call life alert.
しっかりするんだ。
ここはどこだ。
気がついた。
I wish it was not a cutscene. Could mash through it quicker.
頑張りすぎて気を失ったの。
Yapping.
もう良くなったよ。
サーさんが教えてくれたんだ。
Yes, now go away and stop talking so I can get back to
助け
playing.
られたがまだ万全じゃない。無茶するな。
ゲシアにもお礼を言って、二人を見つけてくれたの。
Yeah, thanks. I'm going to run right past you and not talk.
ど
No,
こに行くの
I don't want to talk.
起きた
Go
のね
away.
大丈夫。
リアナ隠れ
Thanks, bye.
出発できそうよかった行き
Give me a weapon or
帝
something.
国は未だに軍をレジスタンスに割いてるんだな。
Something not
ロイ
slow.
ドラックスが復活したことの重大さを理解していないのよ
まさか主らの皇帝は救済の山の戦いに加わっていた。
俺たちの皇帝じゃない。
は
草原湖風車にそよ風ここがスカイクレストバッドランズよ
ここに馴染みがあるようだな。
子供の頃に住んでたの父が帝国の考古学者だったから
帝国民だったのか。
どうかな旅ばかりしててほとんど帝国では暮らしてない
がっかりさせるな。
やるぞアリーナ。うまくいってる。
ここまでだ。手本を見せてやる。
悪い。
何か見よう。
これでどうだ。
見事な腕で我が偉大なる力を見よ。格の時だ。
こいつはまずい。
今日はもっと賢くいくぞ。
ここからだ。
ではこちらの番だ。
これでどうだ。
Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. I was gonna try to push on until I get a better weapon, but
次はどこ
seems like
リアナ
that's not gonna happen anytime soon. It's probably gonna take at least
でも安心
one more stream of just this game and not anything else.
記録
I mean, go ahead and save. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it there.
記録
I do have to be up in the morning to help my neighbor
高級
with
なアイテムがあるよ
some errands, so... They give you these when you keep dying. So the game doesn't like have accessibility features, but you can use these, but I find what's interesting is this takes up all your slots. So using this is basically stripping yourself of the build stuff. Which I think is a good way to balance it because they give you this way too quickly. You can definitely die from like hazards and non-boss stuff and like gimmick attacks in this game, so I definitely think it should take like a couple more deaths to get these to ensure that it's like, you know, people, you know, not learning the bosses properly or, you know, not using the mechanics. But I think it gave me this one when I died to a gimmick attack and I didn't quite understand what was going on. I'm like, well, that's not really a skill issue. I was a little bit confused with the onboarding, but then you die like one more time and it just gives you this. I think it's interesting how they balance it though. I mean, you basically can't even use the trinkets if you use this. And this is better overall because it gives you more experience. So I have this one on just because there's nothing else better to put on it. It's not really that big of a difference, but this one is pretty huge. Could probably like, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody does a speed run for this game. They find the fastest way to die, and then just use this. It's probably legit the speed run strat for this game. What I'm curious on though is like if the cutscene skip feature carries over to fresh playthroughs, because if it doesn't, this game is going to really suck to speedrun, because it's multiple hours longer than it would be. They're saying like 12 to 20 hours to clear, and probably like minimum 3 to 4 of that is cutscenes. Since they're not smart enough to just give you the ability to skip cutscenes at your own agency, this game would be like the Final Fantasy X speedrun of character action games. And by that I mean, nobody's going to want to run it because you can't skip the cutscenes. And it's going to add like multiple hours to the speedrun. But I definitely would not speedrun this game. I think it would be too long for me even with skippable cutscenes. But it seems like there wouldn't be any reason to like not like nerf your defense to the point where you can die quickly, and then just put this on the whole time. But hopefully one of the things they're adding in that patch is just letting you skip the damn cutscenes, because that's gonna... Well, the second playthrough will be a lot quicker, I would imagine, unless the enemies get like way more health, because you know, you can skip all that. But yeah, I think this is a cool idea, but they give it to you way too soon. And it's very strange because they clearly don't want you to stack these. They don't want you to stack these and just do like double damage and be invincible, but you get them way too soon. I mean, the bosses in this game are not pushovers. They require execution and learning the attacks and the patterns and how to optimize damage and stuff. So I think if you only die like 4 times, they should not give you this. Should be like a dozen or something. I don't know. This game's got some very weird design decisions. Like, wanting to make sure anybody can beat the game, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not one of those people that bitches and moans about games having accessibility features, because a lot of people are very closed-minded, and they don't understand how blessed they are to not have any kind of physical disability. But I don't know. I just find this very strange. Like, after the first couple boss fights, or just like getting one shot by a couple gimmicks, they just give you this to you. And what this basically does is it just tells you that none of these other accessories matter. We would just put this on all the time. But yeah, very strange design decision. Alright, I'll see you guys, well, if I wake up early enough in the morning, before my neighbor comes to get me, we'll probably play some more of this, and probably, less Relic Hunters, because that game is, kind of a slog to level up in right now. But yeah, let me go ahead and save, and I'll catch you guys in the morning with some luck. Probably do a short LSA stream.
記録しちゃおう
Thanks for watching. Hopefully I can
本当にすごい冒険
push
だ
through to the polearm on the next stream. Who knows, though? they're really cock teasing with giving you a Monster Hunter weapon at the beginning, and then they give you all the Zoomies weapons later. Alright, good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. There'll be some Relic Hunters and, what's it called? Lost Soul Aside later today.